Yeah,
Let's
buddy.
do it.
All right. I assigned you guys Dynamite Kid Tiger Mask, April 21st, 1983, I believe is the date.
That's the
Hold
date.
on, let me just
The
find
Wrestling
some more
Junkies has it.
notes.
I'm
Yes.
on
Yeah.
right now. Yep, April 21st, 1983.
So I picked this match because it was the second ever Meltzer 5-star match that he ever rated. It's been a long time since I watched this match. Like a very long time. And I watched it. I watched it today.
That's right.
Boy, have times changed. I am very curious. Very curious to hear your thoughts on Dynamite Kid Tiger Mask.
So going in, I'm thinking like, all right, awesome. It's Dynamite Kid, it's Tiger Mask. This match is the absolute opposite of everything that I ever possibly could have expected between Dynamite Kid and Tiger Mask. And my biggest point, I want to make sure I say this before I forget, is that Dynamite Kid did the Samoa Joe before the Samoa Joe was cool. Where
Oh, yeah.
Tiger Mask goes for that flying crossbody and Dynamite Kid just walks the fuck away. That had me popping so fucking hard. But man, I had no idea what was going on in this match for a lot of it. There was some good stuff, obviously, like a lot of great wrestling, but then there's a whole lot of fucking cluster that I was just like, what?
Yep. HK, I'd like to hear what you think.
You really love bending me over on this shit, man. First time I've watched it, right? I had not seen this match before. Going in, much like KJG, I was like, you know, how could this be bad? It can't be bad. There's no way. The fucking commentary. Now, you have to explain this part of it you watch this Japan stuff, right? I don't watch this Japan stuff. The fucking commentary. Why is it that like every 25 to 45 seconds, you hear one of the fucking commentators sound like a fucking minion? He goes, why? The entire fucking match. What does it mean, Double T? What?
Maybe he's a Fonzie fan.
I had no idea what was going on. It like that part of it bothered me so fucking, because I'm trying to get into this match, right? I'm like, all right, here we go. This is gonna be good work, good match, good work. What?
That's just the way he calls it, man.
That's his style.
Yeah, like whoever was doing commentary.
Oh, it fucking drove me nuts, man. It drove me. And then, all right, there was parts of it where I'm like, okay, I'm in. I'm in. I'm gonna fucking try and get away from that. I'm in. And then the fuck outside the match. There's not a match anymore. It's over. No, it's not over. Right, we're gonna keep going. Right, let's back. And he grabs a fucking thing. He's clang on the goddamn it. How is the ref taking all this damage and he doesn't give a shit? Ref doesn't care. He's not bumping away, right? It's not a ref bump. He's just going to get the shit kicked out of him, and it's okay. Why is it okay for him to get the shit kicked out of him? And then out of nowhere, this fucking guy comes in, and he's sweeping. He's sweeping the fucking ring during the match. I don't know why. Why are you the match is happening and you're sweeping it? Why do we call the janitor? Like, and then they were on the outside for a while, and then there's a tombstone, and then he's back up. He's not selling anymore. Why aren't you selling? Why is there a janitor in the ring? Why isn't the ref selling shit? I fucking wanted to love this so much, Double T. I promise you, man. I went in with I think I was probably 80% chub going in, right? And then by the end of it, it's just a flabby meat stick between my legs. Nothing was happening good anymore.
Yeah, and Brundo, this was like jacked up Dynamite Kid too. So it's like, all right, this is like 1983 Dynamite Kid. He's looking lean.
Yeah, he was. I mean, yeah, he was. You know, he had some muscles or whatnot, but yeah, I could see how he fucked himself up too, because they had that first crossbody outside the ring, and you just see Dynamite Kid land neck first on the metal guardrail. Like, oh boy, I wonder how this guy got so hurt.
Did they end up shooting?
No, I think it just looked like that because, you know, that's like what Tiger Mask's background was. Okay. Like it was a mix. Like Tiger Mask was like an MMA guy basically. He came up with fuck, what's his name? Like Maeda and Takada, all those guys. So he has that background versus Dynamite Kid's like English, like I'm gonna break your fucking ankles and everything else. It's a nice mix of styles, but this was fucking everywhere. God damn, like I same thing. I came in, I wanted to love this, and then it's just like they're pushing the ref, and they're the bell rings, and then they start again, and the bell rings, and they start again. It's like the fucking women's match you assigned the last time was less disjointed than this.
Yeah, I had to make sure I was watching the right one for a second.
Yeah,
Like, there's no way Matt would assign this one, right?
And this got 5 fucking stars.
Yes, I
Holy
can't.
shit.
So this is 3 separate matches essentially in one, right?
Yeah.
The first 10 minutes is really good.
Good.
For 1983, it's good. There's a lot of good chain wrestling. There's some great spots. But then, like Brundo says, there's a crossbody where Tiger Mask crossbodies Dynamite Kid outside the ring, and they go over the barricade. And as soon as they do, the bell rings.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I did copious amounts of research this afternoon on this. The commentary not once mentions why the bell rings. So they get back in the ring, and Dynamite Kid just keeps saying one more time. And I just watched a 1981 match between Bob Backlund and Fujinami where Backlund pins him, and the referee's count is wonky, and Backlund wants to restart the match. He won't let the referee raise his hand because he thinks that it was a fugazi count, but they show the replay and it wasn't. So they do that one more time thing. For some strange reason, they start the match again. Right? And then there's it's just like fucking chaos. And as soon as they restart the match, Dynamite Kid hits him with a tombstone, top rope headbutt. He makes like a victory sign. He's like, victory, like Bob Dynamite
nasty
Kid.
Headbutt too, by the way.
Yeah. The 2 count. They somehow end up outside again. And then the referee, there's another bell that rings. Then Dynamite Kid's looking around ringside. He brings like a bottle in or something.
I think it was a bottle. Yeah, he broke it.
Yeah, he broke it.
And that's why they were sweeping.
He breaks it.
He did the headbutt to the back of his head.
Right, he breaks it. He comes back in the ring. Then he throws it at somebody outside. He go one more time. Right, he's back to being babyface Dynamite Kid. Then they restart the match, but then like HK says, one of the young boys sweeping glass out of the ring.
But did you see that one spot where like it looked like he was trying to like roll him up, and like Tiger Mask just like wouldn't go, and they just like fall on each other?
They tries to put him in the bow and arrow, and they just fall. Like, I like some of those spots because it looked like they were like fighting. But yeah, I don't know how this got 5 stars. This was all over the fucking place. It ends when they each, and look, I know
where you're going.
You could say whatever you want. Like, they don't sell in AEW. Dynamite Kids, neither of these guys are fucking selling in 1983. They both hit tombstones outside the ring, and they both just pop back up.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Oh, yeah.
This was wild. I don't know how this got. These guys probably had 30, 40 matches in their whole entire careers. This is the only one that ever got 5 stars. And I don't know how that is.
Didn't they have like an amazing match at MSG too?
Yes.
At one point. Maybe because it wasn't in Japan.
I wish Owen Hart was a little bit older, and I wish we got like an Owen Hart Dynamite Kid tag team as opposed to the British Bulldogs. As great as the British Bulldogs were, imagine if Owen Hart and Dynamite Kid were a tag team. I don't know. That's just a random thought I had watching this. Because Dynamite Kid reminded me of Owen Hart in this match for some reason.
It was wild, man. It was a wild fucking.
Listen, it was something.
Just got 5 stars. Kurt Angle, Chris Benoit didn't.
Kurt Angle's got no 5-star matches.
That's correct.
So I'm gonna have to.
Oh yeah.
Maybe I feel like I should have gone with my other choice.
That's why you got homework again in a couple of weeks.
Yeah. So overall, I mean, is it a 5-star match?
I mean, entertainment value alone, yeah. I I guess there was I couldn't turn away, and not for the reason I thought I wouldn't be able to turn away.
I like when they were in the standing switches and then the through the ropes gimmick that they
Yes.
did.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was very disjointed. It was all over the place. It's complete chaos.
It felt like a tale of two matches. First 10 minutes, fantastic. The last 10 minutes, like off the walls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.